Alright, let's talk about, and I swear I'm for real this time, the weirdest movie of 2023. That one being the new Emma Stone starring feature film called Poor Things. So, I promise you that this time it is not hyperbole, and this is the weirdest film of 2023. The story is about this mad scientist who is like this magical surgeon in the Victorian era, and it's a bit of a steampunk aesthetic. It's like futuristic, but in the past, they're like more technologically advanced than you would expect. It's very Frankenstein-y. And so the whole premise of this movie is that Willem Dafoe, whose character is like Godwin, something starts with a B, I forgot, and I'm too lazy to check it up right now, manages to bring to life Emma Stone's character, thus creating this like Frankenstein's monster type deals. But the whole catch is that it is a like baby's brain in an adult body, so the literal age of the brain is not up to the biological age of the body. So the mental age and biological age don't add up. And it is a fascinating tale of like exploration and self-discovery that just takes some really weird nosedives that I'm not going to spoil for you guys because I want you to all see them for yourselves. The best way to view this is with your family and your parents nearby at all times, and it is a great family watch. It doesn't get weird or uncomfortable at all. It's just a weird family movie, and if you haven't picked up on the sarcasm yet, don't, and please do exactly as I say. But the story is so fascinating and intriguing that for the whole 2 hour and 20-minute runtime, it consistently grabbed my attention. So for that, I will give the story the highest praise that I can give with this hand grenade score. Now, the cinematics, oh brother, the visuals were absolutely stunning. The set design was miraculously crafted and amazing to see. The music was fantastic. That score was great. I think the only thing that made it better was the random moments where we would hear Aquaman 2 because our theater was right above a screen playing Aquaman 2. So we heard some of those Aquaman 2 booms in our movie which made it very funny. And not to mention that this movie is insanely funny. Me and my whole group were not expecting it to be this funny. We were very surprised at how unseriously serious it took itself, which made it such a great blend and made it so much more entertaining. So this cinematics will also get the highest of highest hand grenade scores from me. The directing, Yorgos Lanthimos, I believe I'm saying that right, and I hope and pray that I am, does a great job directing this film and making sure that it is pretty well paced. I do have to say that the ending kind of slacks and drags a little bit, but it is such an intriguing watch for the majority of its runtime, and I was never really bored, except at the ending where I was kind of hoping that it would be over already because I felt like we got the major themes of the story and the major plot points out of the way, and I felt like it just dragged a little bit at the end. But it still was very entertaining and very well paced, so I'll give it another hand grenade score. The acting is phenomenal. Emma Stone carries this on her back, and she does magnificent work. I think I saw in an Actors on Actors, I think she did one for this year, or I might have heard from some other source, but she was apparently preparing for this role for 5 years because she worked on The Favorite with this director. And so she was working on making this character and seeing how she would portray this character for 5 years since they last worked together. And you can see it. I'm going to be honest, she's my front runner for the Best Actress Oscar now. Such a phenomenal performance. And it deserves to be rewarded with at least a nomination and, in my opinion, the victory. Mark Ruffalo does a great job in this film as well as Willem Dafoe. They do phenomenal jobs, but Emma Stone really carries the film at all points. Such great comedic timing as well with her character. And it's just overall a great time. I'll give it another hand grenade score. In conclusion, let's talk about my expectations and experience. This movie was not what I expected it to be, and it was so much better and so much funnier than I expected that it's easily in my top 10 of the year. It was a great time, and I'm already thinking of rewatching it, hopefully in the near future for next year. I'm going to probably be rewatching it as soon as possible, so I can just determine whether it deserves a higher placement on my rankings for the year. But that probably won't happen within this year. But in conclusion, this is a solid hand grenade movie. I strongly recommend checking it out in theaters. And like I said, with all your close family and friends, as it's such a great family picture. But yeah, go see this movie. And if you're still watching, leave a like, subscribe for more. And I will catch you guys next time.